season 1996-97 was to be the one every Rangers fan had waited for. 9 championships in a row. Secretly, some supporters had thought that they would never see it, but now it was within touching distance. The fans' loyalty was appreciated by every single member of the squad.
Nothing but respect for them. From the moment I joined, from the debut, quite special going to a new club, someone as big as Rangers, and the fans start calling your name after about an hour into the match. Makes you feel special, and it'll live with me, and obviously until my dying days. But fantastic, home and away, even after a couple of hiccups, obviously the defeats in Europe was obviously a big disappointment during these times. But fans were fantastic, and I don't think you'll find a player who will not agree.
With that backing, Rangers got off to a great start after beating Raith Rovers in the opening match of the season. They then travelled to Dunfermline, where Ali McCoist scored a hat-trick.
Laudrup turning away from Clark. Then Beeman goes across. Van Bossen calls the ball inside. Van Bossen. 1-0 to Rangers. Here's McCoist. Perfectly taken penalty. Here's Charlie Miller, looking for McCoist. 3-1 to Rangers. Miller asserting himself more and more as the game goes on. Here's McCoist for his hat-trick. Magnificent finishing.
That performance dispelled any early season nerves, and Rangers went on to score 15 goals in their first 6 games.
Gascoigne. Gascoigne again. Pushing again, turn right. Brilliant goal by Paul Gascoigne. That's good play. McCall played it in. What a goal by Jury. Gascoigne getting away from Weir. Gascoigne again, taking all the time in the world to score. Number 2. Watson comes here, McCoist retrieves. Got a goal, you be sure of that. And it's goal number 3. Gascoigne for the equaliser. Into the middle, screaming for it. Good running by Gascoigne. Goalkeeper had left his line. He decides to stand up top. Still it's Gascoigne. 2-1 to Rangers. Looking high, Van Bossen just managed to stay onside. The goalkeeper's committed himself. It's number 4, that's a great finish!
Celtic, of course, were determined to stop Rangers from equalling their 9-in-a-row record. The rivals first met at Ibrox in September, matches which would prove to be crucial in the quest for the championship.
Laudrup looking for McCall. Good save by Marshall. And an excellent recovery there by Veekhorst on Cleland. Terrific inventive play from the set piece from Rangers. Well, the problem really for Celtic, but to get the ball out of the area for long enough to get some respite and put some pressure on Rangers. Here's Alberts. Van Bossen coming in from the left, which he does so well. Alberts. Splendid save by Marshall. It's gone for the header. A towering header from Richard Goff, and Rangers take the lead. Gascoigne to Laudrup. That's for Alberts. Gascoigne wants it played early in the box. Here's Gascoigne. Now McNamara, chance here for Celtic. John Hughes is there. It's off the crossbar. The Celtic players can't believe it. Gascoigne might punish them now on the counter-attack. Celtic are fit at the back. Laudrup, wide for Alberts. There's Gascoigne!
Psychologically, that was a very important result. It was a defeat that Celtic never really recovered from, no matter how hard they tried. Every player in the Rangers squad knew what was expected of him. Second best just wasn't an option.
I feel we hadn't won in half-time. The fans even, they're a bit disappointed with the way things were going. But oh yeah, we've got to win every match. There's no point in scraping by with a draw here and even a wee defeat there. No. You got to win every match when you're at Rangers.
That expectation was not lost on Paul Gascoigne, and he proved his commitment against Motherwell.
Slight pass there, giving Rangers possession. Here's Laudrup. Gascoigne's in the middle, so is Bo Anderson. It's gone in. McInnes, Cleland. Well, Gascoigne strikes again. Gascoigne, Cleland, stepping away from Martin. Could be number 5. It is, and it's a hat-trick for Gascoigne. 5-0 to Rangers. 83 minutes gone here at Ibrox Stadium.
Rangers against Celtic, this time at Parkhead, and it would turn out to be one of the most incident-filled matches in the long history of these two clubs. The pressure on Rangers was intense. Celtic were league leaders.
Well, Stuart Kerr, who was 22 years old yesterday, has come into the side recently. And he's actually a pupil of the goalkeeper at the other end, Andy Gorham. They were together at Hibs when Gorham was the senior player. Kerr was just a junior on schoolboy forms. But Andy Gorham has broken Celtic hearts in the past. And what an occasion for him to find his fitness and come back after this hip problem.
But Tommy Byrne, sorry Mark, will be delighted with the start his side have made in the opening 7 minutes. But he'll be very conscious of the fact that he's seen this many times before. And what he'll want is, apart from the good play, he'll want a goal.
There's a slip by O'Neill. And Laudrup's away, and Rangers look for a goal and get one! In the 8th minute from Brian Laudrup.
Well, how many times have you and I sat and witnessed this? A good positive start from the home side. One mistake, and when you have someone of the world class of Brian Laudrup, you just can't make a mistake. Look, but he's got 40 yards to go. It's not over and done with. He's got a football in him.
Laudrup. Elusive again. Gascoigne trying to keep pace in the centre. Alberts has got forward as well. It's Alberts. Doesn't really seem to be disguising his intentions. And Gorham got to it with outstretched arms and strong fists. Well, I can't think of anywhere else in the world where you see football played with this passion. But hang on, they've given the ball to Laudrup, and Rangers are in again. And Laudrup denied by Kerr this time. Well played, the young goalkeeper. McInnes. Here's Cleland. Gascoigne took that beautifully. The pass for Laudrup. Kerr comes off his line. Penalty. 20 minutes to go. Gascoigne steps up. And Kerr has saved a Paul Gascoigne penalty. The goalkeeper who gave away the penalty has made up for his mistake, but he's in the firing line again. And this is Alberts, clean in.
The tension during that match was palpable. Rangers had to hold on to their lead to ensure their place at the top of the league. In the second half, it looked as if it would be all over.
It's only given it straight to Van Bossen, Gascoigne. Van Bossen. And allowed to go on is Alberts. He's got Van Bossen with him. Oh my goodness!
Peter Van Bossen, the double V as he was known, in the dressing room, managed to have the miss of the century, which left us again with a nervy period, before the end of that. And unfortunately for Peter, regardless of what else he did, he'll always be remembered for that. I'll certainly never forget him for that anyway, because he could have made it a far more pleasant remaining few minutes than he did do.
And this is Peter Grant for Celtic. Cadet. Donnelly. And Celtic have got a penalty. So, Gascoigne's already had his penalty saved for Rangers. It's Pierre Van Hooijdonk to keep his nerve for Celtic and keep them top of the table. And Durham has matched Kerr's achievement. Extraordinary.
You carry on, Mark. I'm absolutely speechless. This game's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Andy Gorham, who's normally quite professional in his attitude towards celebrations, if you like, he's down, save a penalty, get back up and get on with business. If you see his reaction that day, he's saving Van Hooijdonk's penalty, there was certainly extreme tension in it.
And Rangers are back on top in Scotland. A massive win for Walter Smith and his team.
That remarkable victory showed the resilience of the Rangers team. They proved that they had the tenacity to hold on for nearly 80 minutes against their oldest rivals. 10 days later, they won the Coca-Cola Cup in a thrilling 4-3 victory over Hearts. And as always, the Christmas period was crucial to success in the Championship.
Off his push forward. It's Alberts. Fantastic shot from George Alberts. Rangers now have the bit between their teeth. It's Laudrup. McKimmy's with him. There's Robertson. It's a goal for Rangers. Wari sends it in. It's easily headed away though by David Robertson. A touch by McKimmy. It's not a good one. It's picked up by Charlie Miller. Laudrup starts a run through the middle. Wari's here. The goalkeeper's committed himself. This surely must be a goal. Brilliant finish by Laudrup. That ties it all up. So it's been an unhappy afternoon for Aberdeen in more ways than one. And here come Rangers again. It's McCoist. And it's all finished off nicely by Charlie Miller.
Against Hibs, Ali McCoist was going for yet another record, Gordon Wallace's post-war league tally of 264 goals.
Good running by Wilson. Ferguson. The equaliser for Rangers. He's running up. In goes Jackson. 2-1 to Hibs. Gascoigne plates it in again. The pressure remains on the Hibs defence. Laudrup. Outside him is Moore. Laudrup again. Queuing up in the centre. Came from McCoist. There's Laudrup. Now Gascoigne. Still in possession. Laudrup goes inside again. He has Anderson waiting in the middle with McCoist. Anderson. Laudrup again. He's onside. Genius again from Laudrup.
When Rangers met Hibs Edinburgh neighbours, it was almost the same story.
By Cameron, Robertson does well. Still it's Robertson. Oh, yes! It's Laudrup. 2-0. Here's Gascoigne. Yes! 4-1 to Rangers. He just tucked it away as though he was in the training ground.
Performances like these were the ideal prelude to the Celtic clash in January. However, a flu epidemic had claimed Richard Gough and Brian Laudrup, and Paul Gascoigne was declared fit only at the last minute. On the plus side, Alan McLaren made his first Old Firm appearance that season after 5 months out recovering from a knee operation. Celtic had not won the January fixture for 8 years, and just like the Championship, Rangers hoped to make it 9 in a row.
Robertson with so many attacking instincts coming from the left side. So got a free kick. And the Celtics wall is 5 strong. But Alberts gets it through! The hammer has torn Celtic apart.
Well, you won't see many free kicks hit any harder than that. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Earlier ball this time, Van Hooydonk! Good stop by Gorham, it was a terrific header.
But Celtic fought back and levelled the score when Di Canio scored with only 15 minutes left. Walter Smith then brought on Eric Bo Anderson. It proved to be an inspired decision.
It looks like Hannah's gone into the back line. It has, yeah. Well, here's Alberts, and here's Anderson! Rangers back in front, 7 minutes to go. Suicide for Celtic. There's another break on here. Can Rangers really wrap it up? It's Eric Bo Anderson again. A sensational appearance from the substitute.
For the first time in Premier League history, Rangers would go on to defeat Celtic in every league match. It was a testament to the manager who had been appointed with virtually no track record. Almost from day one, Walter Smith had built a side who would go on to conquer all in the League Championship.
I can only speak highly of him. He's been the best manager by a million miles that I've ever worked for. But not just as a manager, as a person. At Rangers we had a big squad, you know, sometimes we'd have 20, 24 players there. And it's a massive job keeping everyone happy. But everyone seems to still be happy coming into work, even if they weren't playing.
Definitely a players manager. He does look after the players. Maybe relaxes everyone. But he's got a vicious mouth on him, and he can turn. Which unfortunately we had in a 1-0 Firm game. Went in a skirting side, got beat 3-0, and I thought World War III had kicked off. We all knew in no uncertain terms what he thought of that performance and what it means to obviously play for Rangers in an Old Firm game.
I think he was honest, forthright, and his door was always open. And the one thing about the gaffer was, you know, we had some, later on we had some, you know, really poor performances in Europe. And not once did he ever slate the players. I mean, when it was down to us, I mean, don't get me wrong, he used to give us a rollicking in the dressing room, you know, and we've been there for ages and that, and he could lose his temper with the best of them, but he always kept it in-house, and I think he got, you know, great respect from that, because there was a lot of times we let him down.
It's an instinct. I mean, I personally think that's what makes the difference. It's just an instinct that you have in terms of, you know, how you handle any given situation. It depends. It's what you have to do to get a reaction. That's the most important thing. Only then the longer term results tell you whether you've been right or wrong. But I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Results went well for Rangers that season, especially against Celtic. Although not the title decider, everyone at Ibrox believed that victory in March would kill off any hope of Celtic stopping 9 in a row. But Richard Gough was struggling against injury to play. Paul Gascoigne was ruled out. Gordon Durie was rushed to hospital with appendicitis. The injured Andy Gorham was replaced by new signing Andy Dibble, and in an inspired move, Walter Smith brought back Mark Hateley from Queen's Park Rangers.
What did he do? He just got to react as a manager, and bring him back. And I felt that Mark still had a bit that he could offer us. He brought back a bit of that previous Rangers regime that, knew about winning and knew what he had to do to try and win. And while I knew he was never capable of recapturing what he had shown us before, just by the very fact that he was there would have an influence on us.
Well, the old firm have clashed hundreds of times in their 100 years conflict, but has any stirred the emotions quite like this one? Easily dispossessed there. Rangers got a cluster of players around him. Now it's Laudrup trying to open up the Celtic defence. Good ball through now for Alberts. Away to the far side looking for Hateley. Here's Paul McStay, the Celtic skipper, through now for the Canio. Cadet's just ahead of him. Still it's Cadet. The goalkeeper does well. There's Ian Durrant coming through. The goalkeeper's off his line. Rangers sensationally take the lead. It was Hateley with Anori. He got the merest touch on it. And then Stubbs headed it into the path of Durrant. The goalkeeper had already left his line. Malky Mackay had the chance to clear. But really, it was blunderland there from Celtic. So again, Celtic push everyone forward. They don't have the height, though, to worry the Rangers defence. The final whistle sounds, and that wraps it up for Rangers. The fans celebrate. They are going into a Celtic-style huddle, and they're celebrating the fact they have surely won the championship at Parkhead.
But the fans had to wait another 5 matches before the long journey finally came to an end. At Tannadice, the pressure was intense.
I really felt the pressure of that one, I've got to say. And, that was a vital match for us. We got a great reaction right away. I could tell right for the first whistle we were up for it.
Kenny supporting the header. He's just played towards Olafsson. Good running by McSwiggan. He's quick enough. Chance now to be played in by McKimmie. It's too high for McLaren. Good defending by McLaren. McInally doing the closing down job, which he does so well for Dundee United. Miller's cross is a good one. That hits Laudrup. It's a classic from Laudrup. 11 minutes of the first half gone. Laudrup brings his stadium alight with a glorious goal.
Going into that last few minutes, with just the 1-goal lead. Wasn't too clever, and I've got to say I was relieved as much as overjoyed when we managed to last it to the final whistle.
The moment belongs to Rangers.
At long last, Rangers had the victory which everyone had waited so long for. For more than 30 years, that moment of supreme achievement had been the target for every Rangers team. It took a band of special men, every one a hero, to turn that dream into reality.
well, it's a want of another word, a brotherhood. So that's what it was like. So we got there at the end, but it was a long, hard 9 seasons of a slog.
And that's what the whole thing is, a team game. And it was a team that won all those championships, it wasn't one individual.
Well, every one of the boys that played in that successful team there had the supporters on the side because they were bringing in a success. If you're involved in a successful Rangers team, it's a fantastic feeling. Maybe their careers have meant that they were spending at other clubs, but I'm sure that Rangers will be the one they'll remember more than anything else.